Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the CD guy, Johnny Z here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Very big news today in the world of Kiss. Kiss have sold their souls to Pophouse Entertainment for over $300 million. Let's talk about it. Rock legends Kiss have sold their catalog, name, image, and likeness, including their iconic makeup designs, to Pophouse Entertainment, the Sweden-based music investment firm behind ABBA's Voyage hologram show. And while terms of the deal were not officially announced, Bloomberg and Associated Press said it was worth upwards of $300 million. The CEO of Pophouse Entertainment had this to say about the deal, and I quote, "Our partnership will fuse the rich history and iconic status of Kiss with cutting-edge technology, allowing fans now and in the future to experience the band like never before," end quote. And also we heard from Gene Simmons here, who had this to say, and I quote again, "We have always been breaking new ground in popular culture, and this partnership will ensure that we continue to do so for years to come, because what Pophouse is doing is breaking rules. We have already several plans in development." Obviously a lot to break down there, but it's the semantics of this whole thing that I'm most interested in. Clearly, the sale was done with the intention of following in the footsteps of ABBA Voyage, as Kiss will be doing the digital avatar thing in 2027. But they also sold their image and their likeness, which makes me ask the question of, Ace Frehley has been claiming for years that he leases the Spaceman makeup to the band, leases it in perpetuity, as he likes to say, which he doesn't realize is actually an oxymoron, doesn't make any sense, but he leases the makeup to Kiss, right? That's what he claims. So, assuming that Ace was even correct in saying that in the first place, what does that mean legally? Does the new company assume that arrangement? Did they have to buy Ace out? Did this corporation, did this corporate action, I should say, void the agreement with Ace? And does Ace even know what he was talking about in the first place? So the first question that came to me was, what goes on with Ace's makeup if he does, as he claims, leases it out to the band in perpetuity? Also really interesting is the possibility of future reissues. Will this make future box sets more affordable, cooler, better, or even more expensive? That's what I'd like to know. Will Off the Soundboard make a comeback as well? And as, for further marketing, does this change the direction of the avatars? Will they be coming sooner than 2027, later than 2027? What kind of venues will they run? A lot of new questions now are arising, and does this mean we'll see Kiss World finally come to fruition, finally become a real thing? So a lot of questions from a marketing perspective that come to mind here, and unfortunately in this video I have a lot more questions than I have answers, but hopefully we'll get answers to a lot of these questions in the weeks and years to come. As for my thoughts on this whole situation here, some people are saying that Kiss finally sold out once and for all, and I've seen a lot of Kiss fans who are split on this decision here already, and so all I can say is I'm going to have to wait and see what happens. Again, like I said, I'm asking more questions here than we have answers to give at this point, but personally I think selling was the right call. I was even calling, months ago for the band to sell the rights to Disney, which I think would have been a smart decision, but whether you agree with that or not, that's up to you. But I think making a decision to sell was definitely the right move on paper. Now it's all about how Pophouse Entertainment will follow this up, and so that's what I'm very interested in seeing, and like I said, hopefully more answers will come in the years to follow now as we get closer and closer to the debut of the avatars, which is laughable, but now they're putting so much money behind it, and obviously they're investing a lot into the overall presentation of these avatars, that it begs the question of what is this whole thing going to look like? Is it going to be kind of a ripoff of ABBA Voyage, or is it going to be its own separate thing? It's very much an interesting topic now, whereas the idea of Kiss avatars in the first place was laughable. Now, it's still a ridiculous idea, and still one that I'm not on board with, but, it definitely generates a lot more interest behind it, knowing that Pophouse Entertainment not only bought out Kiss's catalog and their name, all that stuff, but is clearly going to be putting a lot of time, effort, and money into, the betterment of these avatars going forward. So that wraps up this video here. Wanted to share my brief thoughts here on the news. Kiss selling their catalog for $300 million. So very interesting stuff. And again, a lot of questions to be asked, amongst the Kiss fan base, the Kiss Army, if you will. So I did want to put a lot of those questions out there, as well as sharing my thoughts here on this topic. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss a new upload, and be sure to let me know down in the comment section below what are your thoughts on Kiss's sale of their catalog. I want to hear from you. And until next time, it's the CD guy, Johnny Z, signing off. Take care, everybody.